What's up, everybody? It is the Love and Hip Hop After Show. It is the reunion, and we also have a reunion of sorts here in the studio. We're going to find out what that means. Let's get it.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Like a quarter lick. Run up on me, you get hit.
Hey, you
You know
Hey,
Piece of bitch.
She sat on that dude's lap.
Sat on it.
Quarter lick.
Looking like a quarter lick.
Since day one, I've been that bitch. Been that
Man,
bitch.
shots
Some
fired.
bitches in my clique.
Wretched Mondays in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Ratchet Mondays, we back.
Mondays.
We out.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what it is. You're in the right place. It is the Love and Hip Hop After Show.
Yeah.
Greatest after show in the land.
Yeah.
We talking reunion part one. This
They already popping
evening.
in the chat.
Oh,
Shout out
yeah.
to everybody in the chat.
Shout out
They
to
already lit.
everybody in the chat. Also, I want to let you know ahead of time, we will be taking calls later in the show.
Yeah, we will.
Ooh, so be ready. We'll let you know when the number's going to go up. I'm your host, Lem Gonsalves, and as always, you can find me on social media at The Poet, and I, unlike other people, are not on a fast of social media, so you can contact me, I'll contact you back. Right next to me is my main man, Jimmy V.
Yeah, Jimmy V. Twitter, Instagram, at Be Your Own Dag. Go follow that and join the combo.
Do what you do. And ladies and gentlemen, she was gone,
She was gone.
but now she's back.
Oh my gosh.
And we happy about it. Hey, it's Trene Todd. What up, Trene?
What's up, you guys? I'm glad to be back in the building, in the studio with the crew.
Yeah. Yeah.
The highlights. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at your girl Trene.
And get your life.
Get all of your lives, all of it.
All of it.
All of it. Can't forget about my man always holding the anchor. You know.
What's up, baby? Khaliel Abooboo. Twitter and Instagram. Holla at the kid. You know what I'm saying?
Holla at the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And if you did not know, this is the one and only Cardi B. With
Featuring Offset.
Offset. Lick is the name of the song.
Cooking beef. Bitches got me on some new
turn
shit.
it up.
I swear niggas got me feeling ruthless.
Yep.
Too much motherfuckers
And
in
petty.
front of me. That's why I had to just prove
You
it. I remember walking
You
in the
mad.
stores. I'm by nothing. They look at me scared. Nah, I just walk in the stores.
Oh, I love Cardi B. I want to miss her on this show.
Last week's episode was titled episode 4. It should have been titled episode 14. So if you want to go check last week's episode, you just heard what I said.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah, do
corrected.
that. Yes.
Just do that. So, as always, we do these reunions with Love and Hip Hop, and they like to break them up into 2 parts.
Yeah.
Just to extend it out. And so we started off with, speaking of Cardi B, we started off with Cardi and her dude Swift, aka producer, aka lap mates. And of course, we can't forget about Hennessy. And we got a little bit of Asia from the UK sprinkled in there. And so Cardi already is turned up because she's mad at Asia because Asia was saying all sorts of ridiculous things to her and said she was just jealous of her body because she has, titties and she has a big booty and she's popping. And
Ass
all of that.
and titties. Ass and titties. She got ass and titties.
So what do you guys think about Cardi being so turned up against Miss Asia?
First of all, the producers or whoever did the lineup, they did it right. Because if they started any other story off, they would have turned the channel. So putting them first started off
think
the
that was
whole
good? That was good.
ratchetness right. The whole storyline, of course, we all rock with Cardi, of course.
Absolutely.
She was
Absolutely. We're all Cardi B
ultimately
fans here.
petty on this
Yes, I love it.
first
I loved it.
episode.
You know, backstage they had the Hennessy. They had the
course they
big
did.
bottle of Hennessy. She had a little bit too much to drink tonight.
Right.
We can see that. I was disappointed. I
Yeah.
wasn't happy.
You wasn't happy?
It was funny though because it was like we gonna have her dress conservative. We gonna put her in her petty suit,
Right.
So she could just take everything,
Yeah.
take the
I
stage.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I'm a big fan of Patty.
I love petty.
So whenever
Shout out to Petty Clothing.
I love how can I say Cardi's quotes because she had a lot of them just in that little segment.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
Hey, hey, you was burning the London Bridge, bitch. All right.
There's no Obamacare in
That was
London.
my
What does
favorite.
that mean?
That was
Does
my
that hurt
favorite.
me?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I think that's
Is
what
that
she was.
STD reference?
I think so. That's what I
It took me a
referring
minute to catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the they don't have no Obamacare in London, like you said. That was hilarious.
Poor Asia.
Yeah, do you honestly?
Man.
This is my thing though. Like, I mean, Swift, he seemed kind of chumpish with this because, like, you know, she's sitting over there, and when I say she, I'm talking about Asia. She's sitting there and she's trying to plead her case and why. Of course, Cardi's not having it, and Swift is just kind of over there like, oh, okay, well, this is what it is. Kind of like what he did when they got into that fight.
He ain't learned nothing.
At all. At all.
He did apologize. Let's give him that much.
Okay.
He did apologize.
He was saving face.
Publicly.
I was
First
gonna
of
say,
all,
yeah.
Publicly
just trying to say.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. That's absolutely, you're absolutely correct. But he did apologize, so I'll give him that much. But
That's about it.
After that, he
That's
just
about it.
let everything go.
Asia was looking good. She was looking like $1 million, you know? So he probably, you know, he's speechless. He didn't know what
She
to
did
say.
actually.
She looked good.
She did actually look better than what I had seen previous. They did some
they
good.
put it on.
She
The
was
makeup
like-
artist
that
and
glow up was
The
really
glow up, she's like, I ain't seen him in about
Right,
5 months.
right.
I'm gonna show up. He ain't gonna know how to act.
You
He
know,
gonna
she been
slide in my
in the
DMs.
gym, like, yep, I'm coming back,
coming
ready.
in there.
I do feel bad for her though, because I feel like she just got dragged.
She got ganged up on. That was a
Not
setup.
only that, but just
in
you
the
got
show.
dragged into this show.
Right.
Yeah, and it was.
So
And then
sorry
all
for
that happened, yeah. And then two, I'm sorry, Lem. In New York, there's something called a roasting session where you go off and jab, jab, jab. Both Cardi and Hennessy was going off on her. She didn't know what to say.
didn't know how to
She-
say it.
I don't have anything to say. Yeah,
was like-
because you're getting roasted at that point. Yeah.
She was getting toe up. No,
But
I think
but you looked amazing.
Yeah.
she did look good. And I granted, obviously, yes, I do agree with you, Khaliel, that she did kind of get dragged in the show. She got a check. Let's keep it real. She got a check.
hope so.
She got a check, and she agreed to come to this reunion. So she had to know that she was not going to be favored
Probably got like
in this.
12 bucks.
She probably just got her flight paid for. That's about it.
A free flight from London to
She got
LA.
a free flight. I mean, that's a lot.
New York.
All
I
the
mean,
way
in New York.
New York.
If we can bring up the live chat, I know they popping up in there.
they going off
You know
in
what
here.
was
Uh-huh.
really
Like,
messed
read
up
it.
though?
Yeah.
Was when she had said that he texted her and was like something about if I F her, then I'm the man.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Technically, I'm the man,
True.
or like something.
That was, and see, that's where, and I'm glad you brought that up because that's where I felt like, oh, he's a chump. Like, he's really a chump. Like, at that moment, I did feel bad for Asia because I'm like, she's trying to say, obviously, she couldn't really get it out because Cardi B was just firing on her. But I really feel like he was playing her in the sense, and I really feel like he said that. Like, oh, man, if I get with her, if I smash with her, then I'm going to, you know, my stock is going to rise. And we already cool, you know what I'm saying? And so, and Cardi B didn't help by kept, you know, sitting on his lap. And,
that was just.
That was, yeah.
That was hilarious.
That was.
She's like,
That was a nice little touch on
bouncing
top.
on it.
Right.
It was like a
Wolf pack, make your booty bounce.
it was a cherry on top of the penny cake. It was like
Yes.
She was like,
Man,
sprinkle me,
Yes.
sprinkle me.
And she did it on several occasions. It wasn't
And
just like one time.
not only did she do it, but then she said it.
Yeah.
And like they bleeped it out.
Right.
The crowd went crazy. It was
Right.
amazing.
Right.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. I loved it.
It was great. Great.
It was great.
Great stuff. Great stuff. Great stuff.
I'm not clapping for that shit. I'm sorry.
I wish we would have got to see the text messages. Like, if we could have legit like seen some screenshots
That'd
that
be
come up on TV, like that would have been great.
That'd be
That
great.
would have been.
So let's get into the Creep Squad.
Should have
Yeah.
never happened.
First of all, guys, can we answer the question? Who invented the Creep Squad, huh?
We can't.
Do we know?
We cannot. Like, that's the whole point. Like, and the fact that this is the funny thing is when, you know, there's this discussion like Creep Squad, who invented it, and, you know, and then the host basically has them, you know, who created the Creep Squad, and like all these hands go up.
Everybody said
and I'm
them.
like, they really feel some kind of way about this.
I started it.
It's me. It's me, guys. Like, I take all the credit.
But the question is, the biggest creep started the Creep Squad. So now I ask my panel, who started the Creep Squad?
Rich
Who was the biggest creep?
Dallas.
You think Rich?
Richie D.
I'm thinking Pete.
You think Pete?
important?
I'm thinking Guns.
Who the fuck?
On the count of 3. 1. Who started it?
Who started it?
I'll put it like this. Rich, I think he stepped into it the most as far as like asserting himself as the leader because of how he was going in on Cisco. Because he was like, yo, you're out. You know, you were on the outs.
Who are
know,
you to tell me
exactly.
I'm out?
Me.
Hey, yo, I don't like this tough guy shit, bro. I don't like this tough guy shit.
We talking like fucking gentlemen. Let's talk like fucking gentlemen. Don't make me come across this table.
Man.
Can we just talk about?
You ain't gonna do shit, Cisco.
Can we just talk about
That was crazy.
freaking self looking like he going to prom? Like the budget on these outfits was ridiculous. First of all, the
Self
shoe
looked like-
throwing, we missed that part.
Oh, that's right.
Freaking Cardi B threw a
was right.
shoe at
She did
Asia.
throw. She did throw a shoe
I
at
feel
her.
like, you know, Mona obviously doesn't really care. You know, maybe she went to Payless to purchase the shoes and just like, you know, everyone just throw your shoes.
Like a watered down
Things like
version of
that.
Mace back in the day.
Self looked like a maitre d'.
Major D. He looked
So, can I take your order? Like this dude, like, what are you doing, dog? You look like a radio DJ. Like, why are you coming in here and looking like, you know? But what I thought was funny is how they was clowning on Rich's outfit, you know, with the high waters.
shoot him.
Yeah, Mariah Lynn was going in on Rich, another roasting session. But I thought it was funny when she said, "You look like your outfit's out of Easter," but she's got on lime-ass green and pink.
Purple wig.
Look like she's ready for Easter Sunday.
Right, she looked like an Easter egg.
Sunday's
And
best.
then on top of that,
Sunday's
on top of Sunday's best, never would have made it. Yo, but and then you had Cisco talking mess like, oh look at that, and this dude had a snakeskin sweater on.
This dude had on the same from season 1.
He had to bring it back. Like, I was killing him with this. I was killing him with
The
this.
Dragon Ball Z design.
Oh, man. Like that was
blurred
terrible.
out.
That was terrible.
Blur it out.
blurred it out.
The animation wasn't
That was
down.
You might remember that from season 1.
Boy, you already wore that.
Oh man! Speaking of, I think it's ready to take some calls. Our lovely engineer is going to put up the number.
Yeah,
So
join
make sure
on
you
in.
call in, and we're going to keep the conversation going and see what you got to talk about. I do want to give a shout out to Cisco giving that money back.
That was real.
I thought that was cool. I thought that was genuine.
real.
I finally got paid. My residual came through. My residual came through. So
And you know,
here's
I
your
got
money.
this. I'm gonna get that to you.
So,
Player, let me.
Yeah, scratch his
it.
butt.
Gave
'cause I
it
haven't
right
seen
on
him
over
in
the
a
tar
few
though.
days.
Yep.
Had cleaned up in a few days, so I figured petty change. Might as well give you the money that you deserve. And then Peter, of course,
Oh,
gives it to
man.
Tara. Whoa.
Had to.
Which was
Bravo,
hilarious.
clap, everybody.
I thought that
So
was
stupid.
hilarious. I thought that whole situation, because for me, yes, obviously that was a sense of discord amongst, of course, them two, and then creeped into the, no pun intended, the rest of the squad. But I mean, I think it was a good. I mean, no matter how forced or whatever it was, and why was the envelope so balled up though?
It was a good deed.
Like, it was like all checked up, like you had like you had this check or envelope or whatever, Tides envelope.
Man, I bet that shit gonna bounce though.
Bounce back.
That shit gonna bounce.
It's gonna
Hey
do
yo, this check, bro, it didn't go through. You know what?
Awkward phone call.
That would be an
That would
awkward
be an
phone
awkward
call.
phone
That
call.
would be really an
Hey
awkward
Cisco, how
phone
you
call.
doing, man?
Hey,
Oh, good,
look,
good. Yeah, you know,
I know we have our problems,
Yeah.
but that check, don't cash it yet, okay? Don't
You
cash it.
know,
just wait
Tara
till-
was trying to go to Aruba, and she couldn't get past the, you know.
Oh,
The
man.
doors.
Right. That was hilarious.
No.
Oh man. All right. So let's get into Snoop and Jay. First of all, okay. I just want to ask you all: do you think that this relationship was real? Because
That's right, because it's on TV, reality TV. Of course it was real. Yes. Asking stupid shit like that. Come on, man. We supposed to be hosts. We supposed to be doing a job here. Come on, man. Come on. I can't take it no more.
I've been crying for months. I can't take the disrespect.
Oh my
Yeah, she's
Come on, man.
Man, she's
Wait,
Being
everywhere.
extra right now. Being mad extra.
Yo, yeah. Yo, let me tell you
Yo, I
something.
can't take this.
Let me tell you something. Okay, first of all, I just want to address this because this was something that I personally had issue with at the beginning of the season. And Jay talked about her son, and I'm glad they asked her this question because they're like, yo, you just left your son, like, what's up with that? She's like, wait a second. Okay, I left him with his father. He needed his father.
He's of age.
Like, he's of age. Like, first of all, how old is he to need his like just now?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, yeah, and my son is like, what did she say? My everything, my all.
And my last.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, okay.
You know, she was on the defense quick because that was the first thing she mentioned when they even came on it. So they've been coming at her on social media.
Of course, because again, how do you leave your child for, at the time, it was presented as a relationship. Now they're kind of saying like, oh, we're supposed to be in business together and all this kind of stuff.
Supposed to start this label up together.
Right. But when we first saw her, it was all about the relationship. So
yeah, it was.
she did a strawberry when Strawberry did it last time. Just saying.
And she
We was gonna
hopping
have
on
kids
counters.
together.
She was,
Houseway. Houseway. How are you guys? How are you guys gonna have kids? Where's Maury? I'm kidding.
Trizzy Cole with that one. Trizzy Cole with that one.
For real. It also, I feel like there was an issue because they got into the whole cheating, situation. And, they asked, did you cheat on so-and-so? Did you cheat? And so both of them denied it. However, Snoop really feels that Jay cheated on her. Do you guys think that happened?
Because when people get accused of cheating, they always think the other person is the one that cheated. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. It's always like, oh, you're accusing me of cheating, so you must have been the cheater the whole time.
I'm just mad they never validated it. They never said if something did go down or not. They just kept it pushing. So, did she cheat?
The world will never know. The world will
We
never
don't know.
They both denied it, so let's just say that neither of them cheated. But yeah, Jay has been crying for months. She's still probably crying now.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry today. She was backstage. She's like, okay, Jay, don't cry.
Her makeup
You
was
got your
so
good mascara on today. You can't go back to Chicago. Left your makeup bag. You can't.
I can't go back. This is kind of jumping.
These
This is kind of jumping though, but I have to address this. Like, first of all, she's crying through the whole segment, right? And then it gets to Papoose, and it's like a totally different situation. And she's like, T, just steadily crying.
You know what?
said
I can
must.
totally relate to this.
No.
Give me a second.
I almost lost my life in the hospital.
I'm sorry, wait.
What?
Wait, that's not what we're talking
I
about
can't
right
even
now.
make a joke about her. It's just
But it was really like she was super.
Yeah.
She was still crying about her and Snoop, and then it just went to somebody else, and then and the host is like, "Yo, you really are feeling this right now?" She's like, "Yes, I got
Just
hit
like
by a
Snoop
car."
said.
and I'm like, "Wait, hold on, this is a thing with a kid."
She extra.
too.
Like I ate a bad
extra.
banana, and it just like
You should live by a hospital.
I used to see people going there all the time. Yeah, it was like, oh man, it was hilarious and sad at the same time. Papoose and Remy Ma,
Black love.
Black love.
Black Love. I feel like the only redeeming, not only part of this reunion, but season in general. Absolutely. They of course talk about the loss of the baby because that was the big thing between them, and so. I mean, they were reliving the moments. I thought, and I said this when they showed this to us, I thought it was very real. I mean, you can tell when things are played up for the camera. Yeah. And I thought it was very real. And I was always wondering, I was like, man, how do you get to the point of telling this story? Because I feel like there's some level of discretion that you have, like, hey, we're not going to air this or we're not going to film this or whatever, some bit. But they allowed it, obviously, to happen. And they mentioned that, Papoose actually said that, he wanted her to tell that story because other people could maybe relate to it, learn something from it, that kind of thing. And I thought that was dope.
Which is actually, it's funny that you brought that up because in a recent interview with the Breakfast Club, Remy Ma was on it promoting her album. And they actually asked her the same question, like, what made you actually speak about that, and she said it's because there was other people reaching out to her like, oh, I've gone through the same thing. So she said if I can represent all those people, then that's something that she gonna do.
Word. What do you guys think?
Sorry, what?
We're actually doing an after show.
If you forgot,
I just wanted to know what you all think as well.
No, but
chime in.
I watched the same.
Y'all up here just trying to
Sorry, I
look
was just
good
thinking
and
of that
shit.
real quick. Just checking my emails. My bad. Anyway, go ahead. What you were saying? This dude right here.
I watched the same interview. Yeah, it doesn't matter what I say at this point.
I'm gonna go off what he said.
Moving on.
It does matter.
Moving on.
Oh my gosh. I think that's hilarious. I think people.
Plateau Bubba in stores now. Remy spitting hot fire, son.
Actually, she is though. So yeah,
Spit hot fire.
go check that out.
All right, so probably the biggest fiasco, if I can use that term, this season was Yandy and Friends. So
Yandy and the BM.
there was
Yandy and
so many.
Friends.
So you had Yandy, you had
You got
the baby
BM number
mamas,
3.
right? You had the mothers. You had the
my
baby
gosh.
mothers. You had even Mendices calling in from prison.
Mamas, baby mamas.
Right.
Mama.
It was a fiasco.
Jackson.
And just to recap, there was a lot of problems with Yandy because, of course, Yandy was overstepping her bounds when it came to the children. And you had basically Erica and Samantha, who are, the slides, if you will, or the or side pieces, or whatever you want to call it. And so there's always been this constant beef, I don't know where Kimbella falls into this. Yeah,
She was present.
She was. I'm like, she just wants so. I
Just
mean, you could just
sticking
see her like,
herself
like,
in
like.
the
Oh, when is
sun.
my
Tag
turn
me
to
in.
talk? When is
Tag
my
me
turn?
in.
Like you
Tag
can
me
see,
in.
her, like
Tag your man. Tag your man.
Like the jump
she's
rope.
like ready, like Red Rover, like she was ready. And as soon as somebody said something to her, or they looked in her direction, she's like, "Yeah, that's right." And then she just like, "Wait, no,
She
what's
was
going on?"
ready.
She was so ready. She was so
Yeah.
ready.
Can
But
we-
yeah. Go ahead.
Paul, can we give a shout out to security this season?
Yes,
Because
security's
I don't
on
know
point.
who they hired, but they were on it.
Yeah.
On it.
I have never seen a defensive line
They were thank
that
you.
good. Okay?
It was like hut.
Y'all
Boom.
need to go to the
And
NFL.
it was a lot of them.
Yes.
Like, I feel like it was like double
Yes.
what they normally have.
Yeah.
Like, and you have like little Mariah
And
Lynn,
they
like,
let
and it's like 10
shot
of
in
them.
there.
Like, what is she gonna do? First of all, like she's this big.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
But yeah, they were on their job, and I just wonder, basically piggybacking off that, if there was maybe an issue. sorry, if there was an
We're actually
issue.
doing an after show here. If you want to chime in.
If you want to talk correctly, if you want to speak with some discernment. No, I mean, I really think wondering if there was like an issue where somebody really got hurt, or you know what I'm saying, or
There was a
something
Stevie
like that.
J thing.
Oh,
that was
the
a while ago,
Atlanta
though.
one, yeah.
That was a while
that's
ago
true.
when they were drugs. On drugs.
They were doing drugs
Yeah,
backstage. Someone
they
got
was doing all
caught.
different types of shit.
Yeah,
Like
that's
they
what
weren't doing
happened.
it the past few seasons.
Right.
That's what
Every
happened.
season previous to
Right.
There
this.
was drugs
This
this
is the first
episode.
time. This is unprecedented.
They was probably on drugs every
Never
episode.
in the history of love and hip hop have we had an issue like this.
Like
People
this.
usually don't get this violent. We do not condone violence here at Love and Hip Hop. We are
Oh,
about
man.
love
And hip hop.
Exactly.
music,
Amen.
people.
This is what we do. We're talking about music here. So this
That's what the
big-
whole show's about, right?
Right.
It's all about
It's all
music.
about music. It's all about music.
Notice how it wasn't nothing about music this season.
Yeah, well,
Remy Ma got it.
Remy Ma.
Remy?
Ma.
Mommy. for the
Cardi
Grammy.
B a little bit.
Cardi B
And
got
her,
a couple
her,
singles
she
out.
had her tour.
Okay.
That was it.
Gwennon.
Okay.
That was
Gwenny.
it.
Are we going to
Just
talk
saying.
about Gwennon? No? Okay.
No one cares.
Gwennon is not winning. No.
Oh man! So the big thing, that kept being a constant throughout this season with this Yandy and Friends was this timeline situation because
yeah.
Erica kept disputing when she was with Mendices, and because she had the locks chain, because Yandy's like, I'm the wife, and and she kept calling her a slide, and Erica's like, no, we were together, we traveled the world, we had matching passports, we had stuff in our name, or actually I had everything in our name, and that was meant we were together, and so we actually, got some talk about that. Erica said her piece. She said her and Mendices were together for 7 years.
7 years.
Seven.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7.
Right. And so of course, Yandy disputes that.
Remember we did 10 summers. Fuck your 7 years, bro.
10 summers. Yandy disputes that, and then she is then called, I love this, did you get this? A pathological grade A government stamp liar. Like, that's serious.
Very descriptive as well.
But I feel like she does do that.
You know what? This whole situation was weird. She's like, and then you came over, you was crying outside the house in the car, and when he said he had to walk his dog at night, like, it was like, what? What
Very
kind of
weird.
stuff? I can imagine Mendices like, wait,
you can't
wait.
stay here.
He's like, wait. I'll be right back. I gotta go walk the dog. And he went to go meet with Yandy outside the car.
I think I hear the dog barking. Let me go. Let me go walk the dog. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm gonna take my phone too.
We walking to get some cheesecake.
Right.
It'll be
But
a
it's
while.
snowing outside.
No,
He likes the snow.
I like
It's cool.
and I like cheesecake. No, but for real though, like, I feel like Erica, I put the two together. I feel like Erica is telling the truth. I do feel like Yandy feels some kind of way, and I think Mendices was not truth. Not full of any truth.
Nobody is going to tell the truth in
The
this.
full
Nobody
truth.
is going to be like, yeah, no one wants to admit they were cheated on and we're okay with it and we're sharing the same men. Nobody wants to admit that.
So because of that,
it's always going to be some twisted
He said,
story.
she
He
said.
said, she said, because it's obvious that they all knew. And they were like, well, Mendices is, the one. So we're just going to stick it out.
I feel like Mendices, at the end of the day, is a sad.
We're gonna stick it out.
Stick it out because that's what we do.
We have kids together. We're going to stick it out.
But okay, let's get into his description of everything, because I thought this was very interesting, like how he put it together. Like, he says that first of all he was with Samantha, and they're like, "Did you cheat on Samantha?" "Yeah, I did with Erica, her best friend."
With Erica.
I did, and
But
we were
she
together.
knew I had a girlfriend,
Right.
so everything was cool.
Everything was cool. And then he says that they were not together. He feels like they dated, but they weren't together, and maybe Erica feels that way, but they were not. I could maybe kind of agree with that. Maybe she was thinking one thing and he was like playing her or whatever, or what have you. But then it gets a little muddled when when it gets to Yandy's presence, and it was like, oh, so what about with? Oh yeah, well, I was done, and me and Yandy were together, but we had this break because Yandy got mad because I was walking the dog all the time. And so she bounced. So then, of course, Erica slid in there, and I had unprotected sex
slides
with
do.
her. Right.
He said,
They
I'm not
slide.
sleeping with 2 different girls, so I can take the condom off now.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not trying to get everyone STDs.
Exactly.
I figure,
You
why
just
not?
need to give it to one person. Right.
Yeah.
No,
That
'cause
one
he-
person that you really love.
Right. Because he
Right.
said that she was overseas and she
Right.
slid up without
Right.
notice. Guys hate that. They hate when you slide up without notice. I've never done it, but I've never done it. That's crazy. You don't show up at somebody's house
I've
unwanted.
done it before.
That's not okay. That's like
I've done
stalker type of stuff. Like, you need to be telling me when you coming over
Yeah.
so I can know. What if my hair isn't done? I need to know these kind of things.
Fuck that.
And she showed up.
I got trust issues.
Surprise.
I'm coming when I want.
You coming when you want.
What you doing?
She surprised
had to
him
pull
or
up on
whatever,
you.
and Erica, he was, on the couch with Erica doing the do, and she's like, "We done. We taking time out."
Right.
I believe it. It's Mendices. Come on, he got the S curl. He got the Jerry curl going on.
I think obviously he catered his story to benefit Yandy.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, of
everybody can
course.
kind of see that. That's
That's
kind
a
of obvious.
woman at the moment.
Exactly. And so he's got to protect his queen or what have you.
Yeah.
So he's got to do that and support, because of course they talked about it. Like, okay, what you going to say? Because we know they calling you.
So I said XYZ.
This is what I
You need to
said.
say XYZ.
You need to say
Don't
this.
be going off talking about elemental P.
Exactly. Because the QRS don't get along.
QRS don't get along. He was like, we travel together. Yeah.
And then afterwards, say how much you love me.
Look,
I mean,
we were friends, and I
were
just
friends.
told her to
She was
come
having a
along.
birthday.
That's about it.
Exactly.
She
It
was
was
going
her
to
birthday.
Aruba.
Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
I
I
travel
invited all my friends.
Right.
She's the only one who said yeah.
Right.
But
The
he,
rest of them couldn't get off work.
I actually went down my
Right.
my contact list and I
down to
sent
the
a
bottom.
group text. Okay,
sent a group text.
she's the only one that said, "Hey,
I told
I'll
her
come."
to pick Chuck E. Cheese or Aruba, and
She picked Aruba.
So
Okay,
that's
yeah.
what we gonna do. Like we gonna go to Aruba. Like that don't make no sense, dog.
he
Like,
claims
Just gotta catch
that
up.
they knew each other for
That was all.
13 years,
Right.
and so she said 7.
well, she said they were together for 7 years.
Okay.
So that I believe they've known each other for a long time, but I think he's definitely
Look,
hiding.
if you know a person, y'all together.
That's probably right. We've been together for
How long I
32
know you?
years.
A year? We've been together a
We've been
year.
together a year.
I don't care what nobody
just,
says.
it just
man.
seems that Yandy and Mendices have had an on and off relationship, and in between, that's what happened. I believe that because that happens. That's
Right.
true. People take breaks, they go off and on, they're off and on, blah blah blah,
Agreed.
and in between. The dude, he can't keep his condom on. So that's what happened.
Well, if you're not officially together, then either side can go
Right.
do what you want to do.
Right.
So don't blame it on the man.
Well,
Exactly.
according to Kimbella, Erica needs to get more busy. Like that's what she has to
That
say
was a
about it.
pointless rant.
You're not busy enough.
I'm telling you, man. Like I really feel like Kimbella's like, wait, we're not gonna get airtime. Okay, what can I do? Like she really because her man was there, and obviously there's a part 2, but. Maybe because there wasn't a lot with that storyline, her and her dude Jules. So I'm like, she had to be in somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like in somebody else's mix. And I felt like it was pointless for her not only being up there during that time, but then getting carted off and then her rant, off, outside of the room or whatever. It was stupid.
And Erica was like, you need to go back to that brothel in Florida. Like, I was like, whoa,
Shots
is there
fired.
some truth to that? Because Joel's and Dipset used to
always be
in
down in
Florida.
Miami.
So,
And that's where
was she
Cameron
at the-
met Juju.
was she at the brothel?
Really?
Were they
They
both
was
at the brothel?
down there.
Were they both
Somebody
there?
should maybe put that on the live chat. Or
Brothel?
maybe
Well,
call us.
let us know.
Or maybe call us
You
and
know?
let us know what you know
Brothel
about.
buddies? Were they at the,
Well, they-
the bunny the bunny ranch?
The bunny ranch.
Were they?
The bunny ranch. Oh man.
They
No,
were
I
being
definitely
cute.
believe that they're because
Captains of the South.
they know all the dirt on each other. Like let's keep it all the way real.
That
they
whole
know what's
circle.
up. Exactly. And so I know that there was some truth. And even going back to like Cardi B, because and I really feel Cardi B in the sense that I feel that what's her face Asia had some kind of feelings about Cardi B because she was a stripper, because Cardi B kept bringing that up. What you got to say? And she's like, it's because I was a stripper, huh? And of course she could never get it out.
Yeah.
But she feels some kind of way, and she's sensitive about that because she was that, and she's not shy about saying she's not doing it now. So, and I feel like maybe Kimbella was doing something. You know what I'm saying? And she called her card or pulled her card or whatever.
Yeah.
But my thing is, when she was on that rant, she needed to get more busy. She's like, you need to get a job. I'm like, okay, Kimbella, what job do you have?
She has
What
tresses.
What exactly?
She has
do
tresses. You didn't
do?
see her
Tresses?
last week when she was filming
Oh,
for
it's-
tresses.
oh, right.
She's got her hair.
Right.
She's selling her hair
Oh,
online.
gosh. Yeah.
She
Yeah.
basically.
No, what she does
she's,
is stalk
you
her
know,
man's schedule to figure out what clubs he's doing and
Pretty
what
much.
That
walkthroughs.
keeps her busy.
So
Yeah.
she can make sure.
She definitely said you need to get a man to get you busy. So clearly, that is a form of life for her.
Right. Because according to her, like, if you don't have a man, you're nothing.
You're
Because she
nothing.
basically
I
was
don't
like,
have a man, so I guess I'm not.
she's like, you're nothing. Because
I'm
nobody's
my own
claiming.
man.
Because here's what she was saying. Nobody's claiming you, Erica. Like, wow, really? That's how we're doing. But that's how she feels. Before we close out, man, Kim. So, and the Kim we're talking about is Samantha's mom, Kim. I felt like this was messed up.
Yo, somebody give me my strap. She grabbed her. The way she grabbed her crotch, she's like,
turned up.
I'm at prom. We ready to hit the electric slide. She looks so terrible.
But I really felt as ridiculous as the heart attack was. Okay, like let's call it what it is. As ridiculous as it was, I really felt like that was a messed up segment for them to do, where they were just laughing at her.
Yeah.
That was so messed up. Like, Elizabeth is the big one. Like they was going in on her, and I thought that wasn't fair.
Lost it all.
I thought that wasn't fair. And she was basically like, yo, this is what family does. You know, I don't know why she considers them family. Because I feel like everyone feels like because they know each other, they're family. Like,
Well,
it's
kids.
not.
I mean, we family.
kids.
We've been together a year now.
Basically. Right. So she's just, you know, and I felt bad for Kim in that moment. Like, I thought that segment was messed up. Just saying. But the heart attack was...
I will co-sign with
You
you.
see what I'm saying?
I will. I'll give you that.
It was kind of messed
I'll
up.
give you that.
It was kind of messed up.
It was kind of funny, but it was kind of fucked up at the same time.
It was. But
That's exactly what love and hip hop is.
It is. But my thing is like, and then Mendice's sister, like, what is she doing?
I don't know
like
why she was there.
She was
She's
in
the
one
ammunition.
episode.
She
Needs the
didn't
check.
finish.
She's
going
the
through makeup
gas.
and
She's
the
the
wardrobe.
propane. She's
Oh,
kinda
but
looked like-
can we talk about? She's like, you cockeyed, and then the camera zooms in.
Yeah, actually
On her-
seen it. Oh, yeah.
my
that was
God.
funny.
Yo, son,
Why they do
I
it
was
like
dead,
that?
son. I
Why
was
they do it
dead.
like
Shout out
that?
to the cameraman. You was on point
He was
that
like,
day.
Okay.
cockeyed. I got
Got
it.
him.
Got him on camera.
Got him.
Yo, that was messed up.
She's cockeyed and she has those weird teeth where when she
What
gets
teeth?
overexcited, her teeth like protrude out or like
Oh, really?
Teeth can't do that.
no, it's like she does this weird thing where she like looks like a bunny, like an evil bunny. No one's ever noticed it.
What?
Where every time she gets upset, she's always like, I'm gonna get her. So she just has like so much going on right now.
Do it again.
You know?
Do it again.
I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna get her.
She has
She
a
has so
bunny
much
face.
going on, you know.
She has a
She just
bunny
can't
face.
win.
Yeah.
It's not fair. you
Yeah.
know?
And then Judy, I feel like, they were really going at Judy and
Judy's
Kim.
slick back, right?
Yeah, no, Kim is.
Judy's
Kim
Missy
is.
Elliott.
Yeah.
Judy is Mendice's mom, and
Right,
she was
right.
just not having it, and they were yelling at each other, and I'm like, this is not going anywhere.
We need a moment of silence for all the black girl magic that was spilled and wasted on the stage.
Yeah, let's see if you got any more to drop.
I'd rather drink it.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, you know that these shows get to a level where it gets kind of ridiculous because you see the season. You know what's going to go down. I think it gets a little too excessive. My thing is when the guys do it, like this whole Creep Squad thing. I'm like, come on, man, like let's
Come at me, bro.
Like,
Come
what are you
at me,
doing,
bro.
Brothers,
really.
let's talk like gentlemen.
Cisco was all in his feelings, and we're just like, what? Like, what is wrong with you?
Rich is like, I'm just getting this money.
I'm just trying to not wear socks. Like, just like, that's all I'm trying to do right now.
That
Like,
is the style. Not that I do it, but I've seen it done.
Right,
It's a style.
right, exactly. So, I don't know. What is your take on the part one overall?
It was lit. Jerry.
A whole bunch of bullshit. I'll tell you that much. Right now, I'm on Twitter checking out the hashtag LHHNY because it's still trending. And we got some pretty funny comments I'm gonna share here. Let's do the mannequin challenge.
Oh yeah, that was,
Yandy was
that
like
was
that.
funny. That was
Yeah,
funny.
I thought that was pretty.
Petty always.
Yeah. Oh, and then when she got on her knee, like the proposal.
Yeah.
That was
Will
oh
you
my
marry
God.
me? Will you? And then Eric was like, y'all still ain't married. Like,
I know.
Yes, exactly.
fraud. Yeah, that was scary. Fraud. Yeah, it was just, I don't know. This season was, I think, an extreme level of pettiness. Like, I think they took the pettiness to a new level, if that can be done. There was definitely a new level of pettiness, but it remains to be seen. I think next week's, for part 2, we see it's going to be a lot more of the same.
Yep, we seen Samantha get snatched by somebody. I don't know who.
And then
Somebody's
we see,
sister.
And then towards the end, we see someone come out of the audience and look
Yeah,
at it.
that's somebody.
And then somebody's
sister.
family member. I didn't know who it was. We'll find out obviously
I'm
next
trying to
week.
get
but-
my 15 minutes of fame
Damn
tonight.
right.
But she really ran out of the audience.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Like,
And snatched up.
yeah, it was crazy. We see someone who says, okay, throwing heels and pillows. No hands were thrown at the end.
I saw you
It would've
outside the
been nice to,
subway.
Just let's let some of these fights play out. Let's see what happens.
Let's see.
I like that idea.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Drewski's gonna pop the question.
Oh my
we
God.
all know that.
Don't remind me.
He went to the pawn shop last
That's
last
right.
episode.
He did. They was like hugged up. They was like
You know?
tight.
Actually,
on
yeah,
that
they
little
was.
couch.
Yeah.
At first, I didn't
Feet
recognize
first,
her.
where I'm
I know,
from.
right? Right. She did look a little different.
She got a little work done on her face.
Maybe. Well, she was the one that lost all the weight, so maybe
yeah.
she's still in
Slimming down.
Must be getting them checks
something.
or something.
You know, Slim Fast.
Residuals.
Slim
It's
Fast
not
checks.
Slim Fast. It's Flat Tummy Tea, guys. Come on. Just
Fast,
check
man.
Instagram.
Oh,
Jeez.
Flat tummy tea. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Did you guys see Cardi B though on Being Mary Jane?
No.
No, she had a guest on there.
And
Yeah.
Empire.
Yeah.
She's gonna hit
Wow.
Empire too.
So yeah,
Oh, she's gonna be
like,
on
Yeah, oh no,
upcoming.
she's good. She's good.
She
She's
good.
scripted.
she's
yeah.
like,
Oh,
no
I'm
more
about
reality.
to act
Yeah.
a fool.
I'm scripted, honey.
Well, she said she already said on the Breakfast Club. She's like, that's it for me.
Yeah, that's
I'm
it,
done. So we're not going to see any more of her. And of course, rest in peace to Hennessy too, because she's not going to be on by herself.
Yeah,
unfortunately, she can't hold it down. But I think do what you got to do. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
I'm
sure.
not mad at that.
I'm interested to see what her and that other girl were going to fight about. Because I was like,
Oh,
Galore.
yes, Major
yeah,
Galore.
like, what
Yes.
was that?
Well, Major Galore seemed to just be on the show just to start mess because she couldn't sing. Like for real, she couldn't
perform.
She couldn't perform. I feel like she was just on there. It's like, oh, we need
I'll agree
somebody
with that.
else. Self, who else do you know that could like make a stink? He's like,
Like
oh,
she
okay.
doesn't even have to sing.
Right. Well, on my
just
way
need
to get my
somebody.
little tuxedo, I ran into this chick, Major Galore. Like, come on, man. I don't know. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Do you think, real quick, that Remy and Papoose will be on next season?
No.
You think that's it for them?
Yeah, no.
They coming off Grammy nominations.
They got the
They
kids.
coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, come
Yeah,
on now.
No.
They don't need it.
They got this.
Plato
bread, this
Oklahoma is out right now, and it's
Right.
got some fire on there. So
Okay. Okay. Just curious. Just curious. Well, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show. We want to thank, first of all, everyone in the live chat that was putting in your 2 cents. We see you. We appreciate you. I don't know why anybody didn't call in. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe their phones weren't working.
I don't know. I
Cricket
guess-
Wireless. I
They're
don't know.
tapped in.
They was just like, nah, we ain't calling in. We just gonna type all our
Mendices,
stuff.
you gonna call in?
Right.
Gel hours?
Because he
Mendices
has
got the best
he has all
gel.
the minutes.
Yeah, he got all the
He
minutes.
got all the minutes, yo, for real.
Special phone
Special phone privileges. But yeah, that's it for us. I've been your host, Lem Gonsalves. You can find me always at the Poet Saint all day, every day. Also, you can check out my website, stayonthemic.com. Jimmy V, where you at, bro?
Come on now, she made Jimmy V, Twitter, Instagram, at Be Your Own Dad. Continue the conversation.
Yeah.
And what's up, you guys? It's your girl Trene. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at your girl Trene.
She lying to
Let's
y'all.
keep these, combos going on.
She ain't
She
conversing with
YouTube
nobody.
she ain't gonna talk to
YouTube
nobody.
fam, let's keep these
On that
combos.
fast.
'Cause You know, I show love. We all show love. So,
Khaliel Abooboo, Twitter, Instagram. Until then, you a duck. Quack, quack.
Oh
Forgot
yeah.
about that one. There was a lot of quotables. There were a lot of
so many.
quotables. Yeah,
So
we got to
many.
get a list for next week. Just write them all down and just give them out. All right, y'all. Until next week, we'll see you. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.